One of the points I make regularly to prospective clients is that coaching is not a panacea. It's not an answer to everything. Some of the topics or challenges that come up in the workplace could be better addressed by training, some by mentoring, and some indeed by counseling or therapy. What I want to do in this video though is show how coaching is a great fit for a number of the productivity challenges that people can experience in the workplace. My name is Dr. Richard McKinnon. I'm a chartered psychologist and coach, and on this channel, I like to share insights from the world of psychology to help you be your best self at work. Let's start though with a question. What does it mean to be productive? This is a big question, and the reason I start with this is because the word productivity can imply some very negative things. It can imply that we should be doing more. It implies that we should be working faster, working longer to produce more. And that flies in the face of the productivity philosophy that I share with my clients. Productivity is not about eking out every moment to do more. It's about ensuring that you're doing three things: doing the right thing in the right way and at the right time. That means we're being intentional and selective about how we invest our time, attention, and energy. It means that we're avoiding things like procrastination and delay, and we're actually working on things in a way that is associated with good quality, and we're working towards the goals that really matter. That's what productivity means to me and my team. And so many of the challenges that we see that we could put in that bucket marked productivity, they actually stem from misunderstandings about what it means to be productive in the first place. Coaching psychologists, well, we take the evidence base of psychology and the psychology of the workplace, and we bring it to life, and we use our coaching skills to help people get the best from that experience by using what actually works, not using methods that are popular or simply they've been around for a long time, but actually using approaches that the scientific evidence supports. So we're avoiding all the fads and the fashions and the myths and misconceptions, and we're focused on what science tells us about how people think, what they feel, and how they behave in the workplace. Now at WorkLIfePsych, our coaching is infused with what's called acceptance and commitment theory, something that originated in the world of therapy but has been brought to life in very disparate contexts like education and social work, and now coaching. So this evidence-based approach helps our clients do more of the stuff that matters, work towards their goals, and liberate themselves from some of the struggles that hold us back. Thinking about all of that, it makes it the perfect approach for dealing with some of the really common productivity challenges that we see. Let's have a look at some of those now. Top of the list, and a really evergreen topic, is procrastination. Now, if you were to Google it, you'll see lots of well-meaning advice about how to beat the procrastination habit, and you might also see some judgments referring to it as a kind of laziness or a moral failing. Now, I've previously covered why that is not the case on this channel, and you can find links to those videos below. But when it comes to bringing coaching psychology to life here, it's about helping people get in touch with the kind of discomfort they're feeling about certain tasks and learning how to adequately deal with that. So they're doing more of those important things, and they're spending less time trying to avoid them, because as we know, avoidance brings us short-term relief from that discomfort, but it really sets us up for more problems in the future. Now, I don't think there's anyone watching this who hasn't at some point felt overwhelmed. Maybe it was a major life event, a major change to navigate. Maybe it was the confluence of several things at the same time, or just the sheer workload that you had to deal with at a certain point in time. But there was that point in time when you thought, I just can't cope with this. It was like a tsunami of demands placed upon you. Bringing coaching psychology to life, we can help people identify the root causes of this overwhelm, to identify what they've actually got control over and what's really outside of their control, and to cultivate some effective and healthy responses to that, to minimize the chance of it happening again in the future. Closely related to that is figuring out what really matters. One element of ACT, or acceptance and commitment theory, is figuring out what matters to you as an individual in terms of your values for life. Looking at this through a productivity lens, it's figuring out what matters out of all the things I could be doing. Prioritization. A very common trap I see people fall into is everything is urgent, everything is important. If you look at your to-do list and everything is marked urgent, well then nothing is really urgent. And so what we can do as coaching psychologists is help people develop a way of prioritizing that actually distinguishes and discriminates between tasks and demands in a more realistic division of urgency and importance. And last but not least, I'll go full circle back to that unhelpful definition of productivity being simply doing more. A really common conversation in the coaching that I do through this productivity lens is when people are placing unreasonable demands upon themselves in terms of the quality of their work, the quantity to get done, the additional responsibilities, the working hours, whatever the combination. It's simply unsustainable, and they either will or already have made themselves ill through that. Now, that does not respond well to someone simply telling them relax or work fewer hours. With coaching psychology, what we're doing is looking at the root impact of how we think about the world, think about ourselves, how we feel when we encounter certain things, and how we behave and respond to certain stimuli. This is what gives people the skills to be able to notice I'm putting more pressure on myself than is helpful, or I'm automatically saying yes to demands when I don't really need to. So hopefully I've illustrated that when we bring coaching psychology to life, it's a great fit for a lot of these productivity challenges because it goes beyond that surface advice of do it like this or stop doing that. It's targeted at the individual, their values, what's really important to them, and explores the role of our thinking, our feeling, and our behavior. If you found this interesting and you want to learn more, you can find out more about our approach to productivity by visiting the website at WorkLIfePsych.com/productivity. I'll also share some resources below in the notes that expand a little bit upon that. And of course, if you've got questions or comments, write them in the space below. Let us know what you think about this. It's always helpful for me to understand how this stuff is landing with you. If you've liked it, please think about ticking like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But for now, it just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching.